keep on falling in. Hi, how are you today? I'm Roxy Miller, and today we're going to talk about singing RnB runs. They can be so hard, but if you know all the steps on how to do it, it makes it so much easier. So the first thing we're going to talk about are the notes. When you hear a run, there are going to be a specific number of notes that you're singing to make it sound good. For instance, there's a run by Alicia Keys in the very beginning of Fallen. I've been teaching singing for 17 years. For every single time I've taught somebody that song, they bypass that run fully and act like it doesn't exist because it's so hard. So when you sing a run, the most important thing to realize is that it's a bunch of notes that are on one vowel sound. In that song, she goes, I keep on falling in. If you cannot use that vowel sound to make 17 individual sounds, it's not going to sound like a good run. So the first thing are the notes. The second part would be the timing. In. That has a very specific timing. I could not sing it like this. In. If you have a certain number of notes that are a little faster and some that are slower, it makes it sound like R&B. So the timing is just as important as the notes. Another really important part of it would be the volume changes, the dynamics. So, I keep on falling in. There are certain parts that are softer and louder to that run, which make it also sound like R&B. So that means that there are 4 basic things: the vowel sound, the notes, the timing, and the volume changes. If you haven't thought about all 4 of those things when you're trying to sing a run, there's no way it's going to sound like Alicia Keys. So the first thing we're going to work on today would be the notes. We're going to take the 5 notes of the C chord, okay? So a chord are 3 notes or more that sound good together. And today we're going to learn an exercise to help us with learning how to make separate sounds. So going downwards is a little harder than going upwards, so we'll start there. If we go la, we need to make sure our mouth is open the whole time and that we're making individual sounds. So do that with me again. La. Okay? Now, try to think about doing 5 individual notes. La. And now, make it a little faster. La. If that made your voice do like this, la, something like that, that means that the individual sounds are not coming out proper, and you need to use your vowel sound. So make it sound like this. La. La, not la, la. That's called having a lazy tongue. So you want to make each individual sound, which your voice is created by vowel sounds, which is created by your tongue. If your tongue is lazy, you won't be able to do that very well. So let's try it one more time. La, mouth open. La. Good. The next part we're going to learn about is going to be the timing. So if we did it like this, la, la, there is timing that makes it sound more like a run, okay? La, so try that with me. La, la, one more. La, good. Let's try a different timing. La, 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 again. La, good. Let's try like this. La, 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 la. Now we're learning timing and the notes. You've probably heard of a thing in singing which is called dynamics. Dynamics is where voices go louder and where voices go softer. And that what makes a human being sound like a human being. For instance, if I say, I'm going to the mall, you got a certain communication. But if I said, I'm going to the mall, all I did is make the word I'm a little louder and use timing differently. and now you get the feeling like, I'm going to the mall, I don't know what you're doing, okay? Or if I said, I'm going to the mall, you're not going to feel like the mall is some amazing euphoric place that I'm really excited to go to. So the emotion has a lot to do with volume changes. And when you sing runs, you have to create emotion. That's the reason why runs exist. And they're not so that you can make it feel like other people know that you can sing, by the way. Emotions are the reason for runs and not for showing off. Everyone will know that you're showing off if you do that, so I wouldn't suggest it. But when you use runs to create emotion, it makes people interested in the way that you're singing something, and that makes you feel confident. It makes them feel confident because you make them feel something. So a big goal for singing runs would be learning how to make someone else feel something when they hear you sing, which makes them more connected to the way you sound. What we're going to do now is think about volume changes. So here's the run that we were thinking about learning. We're going to give it this timing. La. Good. Now if we did like this. La, la. We're taking the very first and last note of the run and giving it more volume. La. We can also do like this. La, 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 la. Right? That's only important because when we're singing a run, we have to create some type of push and pull with a person's body. They have to feel like they're kind of waiting for something to happen and they don't know when it's going to happen, and that's why that's important. So again, in. That is a certain push and pull that makes you feel a certain way. Now we're going to finish up today by doing a run building drill that I have been doing with my students for many years. This is pretty simple and easy, and will give you some of the basic things you need to be able to do to sing runs well, okay? So I'm going to take this chord right here, and we're going to do like this. Okay. Good, keep going. Very well done. So, I hope that really helped you today. I hope you feel more confident and capable of learning how to sing runs properly. And if you need more helps and more tricks on your singing, please contact me at the website below. I'll see you next time.